Under heavy rain, a man carrying 2 large bags approaches Gwangaming Bank. His phone buzzes with a message doubting his decision to sell his house for a business. Inside the bank, some men mock him, dismissing his efforts as nothing more than boosting the economy. Sitting on a bench, the man clenches his fists, expressing his desperation to succeed just once in life. His plea is met with scorn as another man, Zhu Jingyan, mocks him, calling him a lifelong failure. He coldly tells him to give up on his unrealistic dreams and announces their friendship is over. Silence follows as he listens. Without a word, he lowers his phone, the weight of the words sinking in. A childhood memory flashes his younger self clumsily using a slingshot, only to hit himself instead. Memories of past failures flood his mind every time he skipped school. He got caught. His college entrance exams were a disaster, leading to rejection even from the lowest-ranked schools. Entering the workforce didn't change his luck. He couldn't close a single deal. Standing alone, carrying his heavy bags, he looks down in frustration. As his number is called, he steps forward, clutching the money he had saved for a house, his last hope. But before he can proceed, a strange system notification appears before him. Prices worldwide have dropped 1,000,000 times, yet his assets remain the same. Stunned, he checks the system, realizing he now possesses a fortune. Confusion takes over as he questions if this is real or just his desperation playing tricks on him. The bank teller watches his sudden reaction in surprise. Deciding to deposit his money first, he casually hands over a large black bag, calling it spare change. The tired bank teller, eager to leave due to the bad weather, assumes it's just a small amount and sighs in frustration. As she opens the bag, irritation flashes across her face, another broke customer wasting her time. But the moment she sees what's inside, stacks of cash spill out, leaving her completely stunned. The bank teller, still in shock, hesitantly asks how much he wants to deposit. With a casual smile, he replies 8,000 yuan. Realizing this branch can't handle such a large deposit, she quickly contacts the main office, arranging for a special vehicle to handle the transaction. Internally, she's stunned by how casually he treats such an amount, wondering if all rich people are like this. When she mutters her thoughts aloud, he immediately warns her to stay professional, even threatening to file a complaint. Just then, a luxury car screeches to a stop outside, and armed personnel rush in. A team of armed guards surrounds him as a luxury car arrives. He is respectfully addressed as a VIP and escorted inside. Stunned by the unexpected treatment, he silently follows along. Multiple high-end vehicles form a convoy, speeding away with him inside. Surrounded by armed personnel, he begins to second-guess his earlier actions, nervously assuring them he won't file a complaint. Sitting inside the armored vehicle, he questions why such extreme security measures are needed for a simple deposit. Outside, he notices something strange: prices are unbelievably low. A worker excitedly boasts about earning a minuscule bonus, leaving him bewildered. Realization dawns as he recalls the system message. If global prices really dropped 1,000,000 times, his earlier experience wasn't an illusion, it was reality. The manager of Gwangaming Bank's main branch, Chen Haihai, personally greets him with a warm welcome. The absurdity of the situation sets in just recently. He couldn't even enter this building. Thinking quickly, he decides to flatter the manager, asking about his tailored suit. To his shock, the manager casually reveals that it cost only 2 fen, leaving him completely dumbfounded. As the realization sinks in, he finally understands the global price drop is real. His assets, now worth 1,000,000 times more, make him unimaginably wealthy. Curious, he examines the new currency, noticing its thicker texture and sturdier material. Unable to resist, he tears a bill apart, eager to see if anything is hidden inside. The bank manager clutches his head in disbelief. Those were limited edition banknotes, reserved for high-level assets, and he just tore one apart like scrap paper. Meanwhile, the convoy arrives at the main branch, where security personnel guide him inside. As he steps in, the electronic display welcomes him as Customer B01, signaling VIP treatment. Soon, he is greeted by a professional yet alluring banker, Lin Yurong, who introduces herself as the one handling his deposit. Lin Yurong accepts his deposit with a professional smile, while he silently admires her beauty. The money-counting machine works non-stop as she manually records every detail, surrounded by stacks of cash. Meanwhile, he grows suspicious first. They personally escorted him, then assigned a top banker for his transaction. Yet, no one has tried to convince him to lock in a fixed-term deposit. Sitting across from him, The bank manager remains silent, making him uneasy. Is he waiting for the transaction to finish before making a move? His phone buzzes, confirming the deposit is complete. Surprised at how smoothly it went, he checks his balance over 664,000 yuan. Just then, the bank manager, unable to contain his shock, spills his tea. The sight of the staggering amount leaves him visibly shaken, while Lin Yurong remains composed, smiling as if everything is normal. His phone notifies him of a system deposit, ensuring he doesn't overspend. An annual 10% interest means a steady flow of income, but to him, it seems underwhelming. Meanwhile, the bank manager and Lin Yurong are stunned. His balance surpasses the richest man in Huaxia, yet he reacts as if it's nothing. Scrambling to curry favor, they offer him a dinner invitation and future assistance. He casually waves them off, leaving with a smile, while they stand in awe of his sheer wealth. The manager is thrilled to handle a transaction for such a wealthy individual. He sees it as an opportunity to share an impressive story at an upcoming conference. Meanwhile, Lin Yurong admires the man, wondering what kind of woman could ever match someone so rich and charming. Elsewhere, at Yunhai Fitness Club, Mitchell reflects on recent financial troubles caused by Chen Beihai, but he decides to deal with it later. He assumes the old fox managing the gym is monitoring him closely. Stretching before his workout, Zhang plans to exercise and then meet his friend, Chen Biola, for a meal. However, before he can start, someone calls him out, accusing him of taking advantage of the gym classes without contributing. At the gym, Ching Biola ties her hair, preparing for a workout. Mitchell watches her with a grin and gives a thumbs up, clearly impressed. Without hesitation, she delivers a quick kick, teasing him about whether he wants to admire her forever. Mitchell laughs nervously, dodging back, not wanting to push his luck. But as the playful moment fades, Cheng Biola lets out a quiet sigh, her thoughts turning elsewhere. Mitchell notices Cheng Biola standing quietly, her mood clearly off. He asks if something happened, but before he can get an answer, she suddenly bursts out in frustration. She angrily complains about work, upset that a major order was given to someone else instead of her. Losing out on the deal also meant losing a significant commission, and she vents her frustration by throwing punches in the air. Mitchell watches amused, commenting that navigating workplace politics is tough. However, with her personality, he doubts she'd ever get caught up in all the twists and turns. As he playfully claps along with her punches, he realizes he's now giving life advice, something even he isn't used to. Mitchell jokingly offers to help Cheng Biola rise to the top of the sales rankings, but deep down, he doubts his own abilities. She quickly dismisses the idea, teasing him about his lack of money and telling him to get rich first before making such promises. As she walks away, Mitchell reflects on his past. His last business venture ended in failure, leaving him in despair. At his lowest point, he had been ready to give up everything, standing on the edge of a bridge. But at that crucial moment, it was Cheng Biola who pulled him back, saving his life. Mitchell recalls how Cheng Biola not only saved him, but even let him stay in one of her extra bedrooms when he had nowhere to go. Now that he has the ability, he feels the need to repay her kindness. Later, instead of heading home, Cheng Biola takes Mitchell to a fashion boutique. Confused, he asks why they are there, only to learn that she needs to rent a dress for an upcoming gathering. Inside, a boutique assistant compliments Cheng Biola's figure, confident that many of their dresses would suit her. She then asks about her preferred style, while Mitchell watches on, unimpressed. Mitchell observes the boutique, realizing the clothes here are high-end. Seeing Biola willing to spend so much just to rent a dress, he understands how important this gathering must be to her. Just then, a familiar voice calls out to Biola in surprise. Turning around, she sees Song Jia and Sun Pangzi entering the store. They express disbelief at running into her here. Biola stiffens at the sight of Song Jia, while Mitchell silently watches. Sun Pangzi proudly introduces Cheng Biola as the campus goddess from his college days, boasting about how she once rejected numerous wealthy suitors. Turning to Biola, he makes an offhanded remark, implying that she could be next in line for something unpleasant. Song Jia, with a sly smile, brings up Biola's reason for being at the boutique. She questions if Biola is renting clothes for Yea's birthday party and even offers financial help, pretending to be kind while subtly belittling her. As if that wasn't enough, Song Jia laughs and sarcastically warns Biola to be careful, the tag on her rental dress might be visible. Her mockery finally pushes Biola to the edge, her frustration boiling over. Mitchell, angered by the insults, steps forward, but Bayola quickly grabs his arm, trying to stop him. Before he can respond, Songjia smirks and taunts him, belittling his background and mocking the idea that he could be Bayola's boyfriend. Not stopping there, she turns to Bayola, ridiculing her for being around someone like Mitchell. With a condescending laugh, Songjia makes it clear that she's there to buy clothes, while people like Bayola, who only rent, should know their place and wait outside. Sun Pangzi suddenly laughing as he acknowledges Mitchell. He then smugly offers to buy whatever Bayola wants, flaunting his wealth as if it were nothing. Bayola remains cautious, but Pangzi assures her that he always keeps his promises. He reminds her that she has an important event coming up and implies that it would be embarrassing for her to show up without a proper outfit. Before Bayola can respond, Songjia interjects angrily. She reminds Pangzi that he had promised to buy clothes only for her, making it clear she doesn't approve of him helping someone else. However, she quickly changes tactics, sweetly suggesting that she'll pick out a few items for him instead. Sun Pangzi casually offers to buy clothes for Bayola as well, reasoning that since she and Songjia are schoolmates, it only makes sense. However, Songjia immediately objects, refusing to let it happen. Disgusted by the entire situation, Bayola decides to leave, pulling Mitchell along with her. But just as they are about to exit, Mitchell suddenly stops and tells her to wait. Meanwhile, a boutique assistant notices them and asks whether Songjia and Pangzi have completed their purchase. Mitchell confidently declares that he'll buy all the clothes in the store, ensuring that Songjia and Sun Pangzi won't be able to purchase anything. For a brief moment, Songjia is speechless before letting out a mocking laugh. Amused, she questions if he even considered the cost before making such an outrageous claim. Her laughter grows louder as she taunts him. Mitchell calmly admits he has no idea how much all the clothes in the store would cost, but he doesn't seem to care. With a confident smile, he pulls out his wallet, revealing large bills. Sun Pangzi watches in disbelief. Mitchell casually carrying such amounts makes it seem like he owns a bank. The sight of those crisp bills, stuffed carelessly into a worn-out wallet, leaves Pangzi completely stunned. Mitchell extends a bill toward the store staff, casually asking if the money is enough to cover all the clothes in the boutique. The store assistant, overwhelmed, confirms that Mitchell's money is more than enough to cover the purchase. Meanwhile, Songjia and Sun Pangzi are left in shock, unable to process what just happened. They struggle to accept that Bayola, whom they look down on, is associated with someone so wealthy. Ignoring their reactions, Mitchell playfully calls Bayola to leave with him, referring to himself as the poor guy in a mocking tone. As they walk away, the realization hits Songjia and Pangzi like a heavy blow. Just as Mitchell and Bayola are about to step out, the store assistant calls out, stopping them. Tang Ying arrives with her bodyguards, introducing herself as the owner and mentioning her recent return from Brother Chen's place. Meanwhile, Mitchell is surprised to hear Chen Haohai's name, realizing that as soon as one person left, another was sent in his place. Tang Ying invites Mitchell upstairs for a conversation. Sensing an opportunity to understand her and Chen Haohai's motives, he agrees, deciding to see what they are up to. Tang Ying questions whether the two newcomers are also friends of Mr. Zhu. Pangzi quickly insists they are, hoping to gain favor and secure a business deal. Songjia joins in, playfully claiming to be close to Mr. Zhu's girlfriend to strengthen her position. However, she privately mocks Cheng Bayola, noting her connections but also underestimating her. Confident in her own advantage, she believes that with Pangzi's backing, she will still come out on top. Tang Ying questions if Cheng Bayola and Songjia are classmates. Bayola hesitates, but Songjia teases her for acting shy. With a smirk, she reminds Bayola not to act righteous since they are all the same. Tang Ying then instructs her men to prepare discount cards and business cards, signaling an upcoming deal. Tang Ying observes Cheng Bayola's behavior, doubting her relationship's authenticity. She decides to build goodwill with Mr. Zhu first, seeing it as a strategic move. Pangzi and Songjia react to the discount cards and business cards, seeing it as an opportunity to secure a connection with Tang Ying. Just as excitement builds, Mitchell interrupts, making it clear he won't stop them from forming connections but doesn't want it to be under his name. Mitchell suddenly grabs Cheng Bayola's hand and pulls her away. He claims to be just an ordinary person with no interest in knowing them. Tang Ying is taken aback by his abrupt change in attitude. She questions his outburst, but Mitchell coldly tells her to ask her staff about what happened earlier. A salesperson quietly whispers something to Tang Ying. Tang Ying quickly apologizes to Mitchell, realizing her mistake, but her attempt at flattery backfires. Meanwhile, she orders her men to throw out the unwanted guests. As Pangzi is forcefully dragged away, Song Jia protests, reminding them of his business ties. She boasts about his family's company, trying to prevent their removal. Despite her protests, the guards show no mercy. Both Pangzi and Song Jia are thrown out of the building. Tang Ying immediately cuts ties with Shanshui Weaving and orders her staff to inform other companies to handle their own withdrawal from Sante City. With the disturbance cleared, she invites Mitchell upstairs, assuring him it's now peaceful. After a brief pause, he agrees and heads up to the second floor, where a formal meeting begins at Karen Clothing Store. Tang Ying compliments Cheng Biola's looks, claiming she has never seen anyone as remarkable in her years in the fashion industry. Biola responds modestly, downplaying the flattery. Mitchell then requests that Biola be given suitable outfits, and Tang Ying assures him that her team specializes in styling people, confidently agreeing to the task. Mitchell notices Tang Ying's quick adaptability. Realizing her mistake, she shifts her focus to winning over Cheng Biola. He understands her strategy, knowing she believes Biola is only his girlfriend in name, and sees this as an opportunity to improve his impression of her. As Tang Ying helps Biola select outfits, Mitchell acknowledges her strong social skills. If Chen Haohai introduced her, it's likely an attempt to bring her into his circle. However, Mitchell considers using her talents for his own benefit. Later, as Mitchell prepares to leave, Tang Ying expresses her gratitude for his visit. She mentions the upcoming banquet Biola will be attending and promises to present her with an extravagant gift. Tang Ying hands Mitchell a VIP shopping card, already loaded with credit, and mentions that it can be used at multiple luxury stores. She subtly hints that he can contact her directly if needed. After wrapping up their meeting, Mitchell and Cheng Biola leave the store, exchanging farewells with Tang Ying's staff. As they walk through the night-lit streets, Mitchell snaps Biola out of her thoughts, teasing her for daydreaming. As they prepare to head back, Cheng Biola struggles to believe everything that just happened. Her disbelief quickly turns into frustration. She scolds him for pretending to be poor for months, reminding him that she even covered his utility bills. The more she recalls his extreme frugality, the angrier she gets, questioning how he managed to act so convincingly. Demanding answers, she presses Mitchell to explain why he kept this secret. Mitchell, scratching his head, admits he truly had no money back then, but recently regained his financial footing through recovered investments. Cheng Biola refuses to believe Mitchell's excuse, questioning how a few investments could make Tang Ying work under him. Frustrated, she accuses him of freeloading at her place despite being rich, suspecting ulterior motives. Before she can press further, an urgent call interrupts them. Her younger brother panics, alerting her that someone is calling again. Biola quickly answers the phone, but as she listens, Biola's expression changes as she hears the news on the call, reacting in shock. Without hesitation, she rushes toward the nearest taxi, her urgency evident. Mitchell follows behind, calling out for her to slow down, but she is too focused on reaching her destination. Mitchell understands Biola's urgency. Xiao Mei, her closest friend, must be in trouble. Though sharp-tongued, Xiao Mei has always been a loyal friend, making Biola's concern justified. Biola rushes into a building without hesitation. Mitchell notes her unwavering loyalty, realizing she would still help a friend even if they betrayed her. Before she can go any further, someone grabs her hand. She finds herself confronted by two women and demands to know where Xiao Mei is, realizing something is off. Cheng Biola arrives at the venue, only to be approached by three girls who claim they were the ones looking for her. Inside, a grand banquet hall is filled with people seated at elegantly arranged tables. At one of the tables, a woman named Sun Lai, Biola's university classmate, welcomes her, saying they've been waiting for a while. As Biola settles in, one of the girls questions her about Xiao Mei, reminding her that she mentioned she was in trouble.
This is the end of the video. If you guys want to see the next part, then don't forget to subscribe and like the video.